Doing a quick video. It's kind of late at night, but I just picked up the new Ryobi P747 inflator, dual inflator, so it does air mattresses, tires, whatever you want it to do. And I bought this one hoping that it's going to be a lot better. I had the previous generation. I just had problems with it. It was not accurate. The gauges were dangerously off. The two that I bought just were no good. I heard that they had redesigned it and fixed some of the problems they had with the previous, and so I'm going to give this a shot. Now, I just took a measurement with a JACO gauge, their Elite Series. This is a very accurate tire gauge. I've got a couple of these. They all read identical to each other. Very good gauge, so apologies for that being kind of blurry, but this right now is reading 24 psi on the JACO gauge. So I aired down my tire to that 24 psi. So I'm going to hook up the Ryobi and let's see how accurate the gauge is on this now, or how accurate it measures tire psi. So they did change out one thing I really like. Instead of the whole thumb click piece on the old style that you had to click onto your valve, which I really didn't care for, this one has a screw-on piece. So it's a little knurled knob, and you just basically twist it on. So this is kind of slick compared to the old one. So before we put it on, looks like this went to sleep. Let's turn this on. We're at 0 psi. So let's go ahead and put this guy on. All right, 23.5 psi. That's very accurate. Elite JACO gauge says 24 psi. You know what? That's splitting hairs. That is excellent. That gives me a lot of faith in this product, because the previous gen was off out of the box both times that I gave it a shot. One was dangerously off. You would have blown up a tire with it. And the other one was off about 12 psi, just not even really something I would ever use to auto-inflate anything. All right, so this gives me high hopes. I'm going to go ahead and inflate my tire, make sure everything's functional on this, and yeah, I'm very happy with the accuracy right now on this. We'll see how it does when I get it up to about 45 psi. Thanks for watching. Alright, that took just a few minutes. Got it up to 45 psi. One thing I noticed on this guy, I don't remember it happening on the last ones I got, but the hose is so hot towards the base of this, about halfway up, that if you actually grab onto it more than a few seconds down here while it's airing up, it would probably blister you. Probably not a defect or anything like that, but man, that sucker got scalding hot. I couldn't believe it. So we're at 45 psi. Let's see how accuracy compares to our JACO gauge at higher pressure. We were only about half a psi difference at low pressure, which was outstanding. So let's go ahead and check this out. See where we're at. Oh, and I just reset it. Give me just a second here. Okay, so the Ryobi showed 45 psi, and my JACO gauge 45 psi on the nose. Okay, they fixed it. This thing is really good. I would definitely recommend it at this point, as long as it at least lasts through its warranty period.